Hello, everybody. I just wanted to just give everybody a little note before the holiday, which is the Easter holiday that's coming up this weekend. Um, I just wanted to give a little bit of some facts on the tradition and why maybe some people may choose not to celebrate it. And I do understand that many do celebrate it because it is of religious significance to them. But with some other factions of our community, it may um, hold a different significance in some other ways. Um, so basically, I'm just saying it's a important holiday for many people based on the significance of what they see and what it holds to them with their traditions. And it's important to know the facts about other cultures and why they may have a different perspective about certain traditions and holidays. In the Christian sense, um, they would see the significance of Easter and the egg representing the tomb, and Jesus' resurrection, and the empty tomb is the egg. The egg represents the resurrection of Jesus. That's why that's used. Also, the staining of it, and particularly the red color, the red staining of it represents the crucifixion of Jesus and the blood of the crucifixion. So, in the traditional sense, that's what it represents, and that is very significant to many, those who are traditionally have a religion and those who are spiritual. It has a great significance. Um, However, Easter in this country and what it may mean to certain people like African American descent, um, it has other ramifications as well, because of its history in this country, and particularly the White House, and when it was first initiated and celebrated, it was for the Easter egg roll, which is something traditional that celebrated with children and families. And for the White House, they started initially celebrated in 1871, which we know was a period of segregation. So, in that period, of course, then certain people were banned because of the segregation rules. So, therefore, they couldn't celebrate together and could not celebrate at the White House, which was supposed to be something that was supposed to be for all citizens and Americans. But we know how different that is. But okay, and so basically, it prompted working class Black people to make their own separate celebration of the Easter egg roll for them and for their children. And that was started on a Monday, couldn't be celebrated on the same Sunday. So they did in 1891. That was when um, working class Black people uh, took their children to the traditional zoo, or the National Zoo that was at the Smithsonian, and they started their traditional Easter egg roll there with their children. It consisted of picnicking, of course, viewing the animals, and it was also then the institution of their Easter egg roll for their children, and it came to be called Black Easter, and or um, Easter Monday. So, with the segregationist type of um, traditions of that holiday and how it was celebrated in this country, maybe why some people choose not to celebrate it. And that is why it's very important to know history, because then you don't, you know, repeat it in certain ways. And then you also are not ignorant to other people's feelings about particular circumstances. And so that's very important to know various facts like that. So that holiday for um, the black community became so popular in 1919. It had uh, got so popular it blew up to like 55,000 people who attended, annually for their children. And like I said, of course, they added other things to it, besides just going to see the animals. They picnicked, and of course, along with the events that the children enjoyed, the Easter egg roll. So that's some of the traditions for Easter and some of its beginnings in this country, and also the spiritual significance of some of the symbols that are used in Easter for various individuals and religious or spiritual individuals. So I basically just wanted to just choose to give a message for the weekend, because I just wanted everybody to take note of this, the climate that we have, and that's going on in this country. That's more separatist than anything. It tries to hop on that and um, tries to uh, trump us up into distractions and making us believe that this world is on fire, basically. And that is not the case. There are still very decent, good, loving people in this country, in this world. And we all understand that that is so. And we must continue to keep that in our minds. And we must continue to practice the word as bread, daily bread that God feeds us with, whether you call him God or universe, um, or a particular name, Yahushua, or, you know, or Jesus, or just God, just, or the divine, or Abba, uh, Abba, just, just keep sight of that. Keep sight of the fact that this world is dual. So therefore, of course, we do have both good and both bad. And what you want to do as an individual is to stay as upbeat and as positive as possible. Keep your frequency high, keep your energy high. Now, I'm not meaning on any kind of drugs or substances or nothing like that. I'm just saying your emotions and the way you interact with people, being nice, being decent, not indulging in all of the low vibrational things, stirring up issues amongst each other, um, things like that, doing things that hurt people and, make people feel low based and other, like they're inhuman, like the climate that's going on in this country. We don't want to do that to individuals. People are people. no matter where they come from. And we all are connected. And that's what we need to understand. You sit and you look at someone as if they are other. Eventually, guess what? Whatever attitude you let continue to go on, eventually is going to hit you and yours. So you need to start understanding that we are all of us, connected. We all breathe the same air. We all bleed the same way, same color. Um, Basic things. We want decency for our children. We want to live in peace. We want to be able to feed our children and take care of ourselves. We don't want to be degraded in any way, and we should not do that to others. What this country needs to understand is that lie is what's allowed everything to continue to be so difficult here. In any place, when you start to live that lie where you're thinking other people are separate from you and they don't have the rights to have certain things, eventually your rights will be taken away as well. So I just say, in this day, that's however you celebrate it, I am choosing to hallmark this day for everyone to understand and remember that. Teach your children the facts about things so they understand. If you have a classmate that doesn't celebrate it, maybe for religious reasons, and you may have to find out why that is. The thing is, ignorance is not bliss. It's not. Ignorance makes you still look ignorant. And the thing is, if you don't want to be that, care enough to learn rather than point the finger or feel some kind of way if other people have some sort of reason why they don't do certain things. So even though I know there's certain individuals who think certain people don't have a right to a history or being able to learn about it, or no one should learn about it. And just like what I said, ignorance is not bliss. We can see that. We got ignorance going all over the world and setting fires aflame everywhere. And unfortunately, this is someone who leads our country. So, with that being said, don't get trumped up in the distractions. Understand that we are still a part of this world, and those who are decent and loving and caring want the world for their children to be that way. And if it's not that way now, then it's up to us, and it's up to us to show our children, and we have to start somewhere. So we start by telling them the facts and explaining things to them so they understand certain things, and they don't take it for granted that it's okay not to know. So I want you all to enjoy this holiday, this day, however you choose to do it. And I say, just keep your energy positive. Be kind to people. Be loving to people. Be respectful to people. And enjoy yourself and stay safe. Keep your children safe and you stay safe. Things are getting very crazy out here in regards to the children, and even just going shopping, you have to be careful about strangers and people who seem to try to, like, I'm going to help you because, you got a flat tire or something like that. Hey, stay in your car, drive away with the flat tire, drive away and be safe. Do not open your door for strangers that you don't know, especially if you have children sitting in the car. Don't do it, because there's too many women being grabbed and children being grabbed all sorts of ways. So please be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Love your children. Love your babies. Keep them safe. Don't trust people, strangers, even when you're shopping. Be on your guard. I'm telling you. And women specifically, be careful, because people are out here grabbing people, uh, pretending to sit and not paying attention to you. And the next thing, somebody's knocking on your window, telling you got a flat or something like that. You jump out and they'll grab you, and your kid is left. And then guess what? Your kid is going to be going too. So don't be gullible like that. And I understand, I'm saying be nice, but hey, some people are not nice. And we know. That's why I said this is a dual world. This is a dual world. It's better to be safe than sorry. I'd rather seem as though, I'm somebody who is, a little bit, you know, closed off, rather than be somebody that be taken advantage of because you done grabbed me and got my kid too. Let them think whatever they want to think. Drive off with the supposed busted tire. Just drive off. Just get away from them, and you stay safe. Get safe wherever you are. Where you safe where you got to be, then you can look out later on. If you're able to drive, keep driving. Keep driving. Keep everything closed up when your babies are in there, and do not make sure all of the doors are closed, windows are closed, that they can't grab your baby. They can't do nothing like that, because it's getting crazy out here. I mean, the same thing they doing with animals. People stealing animals, for all sorts of unspiritual type of things that they do, There's a lot of things that are going on, a lot of very nefarious bad things, but there are very, very decent, good things going on too, and partake of that as much as you can, or create it for yourself and your children, and just be home and be safe. You know what I'm saying? And be careful of who your children, going around other parents that you don't know, and going out places that you don't know, getting on social media with strangers and things like that. You have to be very careful, because I know with teens, they think they know everything. Even 20-something-year-olds think that they know everything, and they're doing what they're doing, and they're smoking, and they got a brain of a 12-year-old. I mean, listen, understand, you can be a mature in age and not that so in the head. So let's be real about it. Stay safe. God bless you. Take care of your children. Take care of yourself. And have a wonderful, wonderful Easter. Thank you. Bye.